So what items do you need for a hamster? The main one being, obviously, a cage. You can get many different types of cages that are currently on the market. The best ones are a 40-gallon fish tank, a big plastic box, a guinea pig or rabbit cage, or a wooden cage that I've got here, which has no bars, preventing a hamster from chewing, which can damage their teeth. It needs to be over a minimum of 360 square inches. So here I've got a collection of the different items that you also need for a hamster. So this is a bag of Carefresh Natural, 60 litres compressed. This is quite cheap from Vet UK, it's about £16. When you're getting bedding, make sure it's not dusty where the hamster's going to sneeze, or it's cotton, which can get a bit caught up. So I would say Carefresh is a very good bedding to have. It's a good odour control, and also the Back to Nature pellets are also very good paper based as well. So a good mixed feed is Harry Hamster. This is a 700-gram bag, and also part of the diet you can feed some fruit and vegetables, not too many to cause diarrhea. Vegetables like kale and romaine lettuce, some carrot, and also talking about dairy, you can feed cheese and egg, which they might like or might not. Other good hamster mixes for their daily feed is oxbow as well. So obviously the really main important item for hamsters is a hamster wheel. So it needs to be big enough for them to run in so they don't damage their spines. So this is 8 inches, it's a Trixie wheel. I've got 2 of these. This is probably the best wheel, and it's quite silent as well. So it can't be any wheels that have bars on, because it's bad for hamsters' feet. They get sore. So this is the best wheel to have here. Next up is the water bottle. You can attach them to a cage with bars on, or like I've got here, I've got a Living World stand, so that fits in quite nicely on that. I wouldn't recommend bowls of water because hamsters will tip them over and other mess will get into there. Food bowl, just a ceramic one that hamsters are not going to tip over. That's about a good size to put the food in. The toys are so important for hamsters. They keep mental stimulation for themselves, and also wears their teeth down as well. So I've got a few little chew toys here. These are kind of different flavoured. There's banana in one of these. Just the mental stimulation. Also puzzle toys are the best to have as well. You can make them up from cardboard, and then toys that they can go over or under. This is quite really great. It's a bridge toy there. I think a lot of people have that. That's quite cheap to get on the internet. My hamster, I just use that for them to get down from a ledge. But there's so many different toys on the market for hamsters. They'd love like the little logs there to chew on the bark. So they love hiding in things. This is a little hidey house. Some hamsters would use this as a nest, and you can put a little bit of bedding in there. There's different types as well. There's wooden ones. I've got a wooden one in my cage, and all different shapes and sizes, just so where they can hide in. They like dark areas, so that's an ideal to have there. So it's not essential, but some hamsters like having sun baths. Mine uses it quite a bit, and you can get the Tiny Friends Farm sand, just fill it up in one of these. There is a top to this, but I find the hamster doesn't tend to go in there because it's quite small, so I take the top off. As I say, it's not essential, but it's nice to have. Now when it comes to cleaning the cage, you want a good disinfectant. I use Johnson's Clean and Safe, as you can see here. That just makes sure everything is disinfected down, and just leave it to soak in for about 10 minutes.